Hello and welcome to our channel. Today we're delving into a recent media confrontation that has sparked widespread discussion. The intense exchange between GB News presenter Nana Akua and UK journalist Ellen Coughlan. This clash centers around Meghan Markle's continued use of her royal title, a topic that has polarized public opinion and ignited debates about tradition, identity, and media responsibility. In this video, we'll explore the backgrounds of the key figures involved, the catalyst for their dispute, the ensuing public reactions, media coverage, and the broader implications for media personalities. Nana Akua is a prominent British television presenter and journalist known for her candid and often provocative commentary. With a career spanning various media outlets, Akua has built a reputation for addressing contentious issues head-on. Her tenure at GB News has been marked by her willingness to challenge prevailing narratives and engage in robust debates on topics ranging from politics to social issues. Akua's direct approach has garnered both praise and criticism, reflecting the polarized nature of contemporary media consumption. Throughout her career, Akua has demonstrated a commitment to free speech and open dialogue. She often emphasizes the importance of questioning authority and scrutinizing public figures, a stance that resonates with audiences seeking alternative perspectives. However, her forthright style has also attracted controversy, with detractors accusing her of sensationalism and bias. Despite this, Akua remains a steadfast advocate for unfiltered discourse, positioning herself as a distinctive voice in the British media landscape. Akua's engagement with royal affairs is not new. She has previously voiced opinions on the conduct of members of the royal family, particularly in relation to their public roles and responsibilities. Her critiques often focus on the intersection of personal actions and public expectations, reflecting her broader commentary on accountability and integrity in public life. This context is essential in understanding her recent remarks concerning Meghan Markle's use of her royal title. Ellen Coughlan is a UK-based journalist recognized for her incisive reporting and analytical approach. With experience across various media platforms, Coughlan has established herself as a thoughtful commentator on social and cultural issues. Her work often delves into the complexities of identity, representation, and media ethics, earning her a reputation for nuanced analysis and empathetic storytelling. Coughlan's journalistic philosophy centers on amplifying marginalized voices and challenging systemic biases. She advocates for responsible journalism that not only informs, but also fosters understanding and empathy among diverse audiences. This commitment to ethical reporting has positioned her as a respected figure among peers and readers alike, particularly those seeking media that prioritizes depth over sensationalism. In her career, Coughlan has not shied away from addressing controversial topics. She approaches such matters with a balance of critical inquiry and sensitivity, aiming to provide context and clarity rather than merely provoke. Her engagement in public discourse extends beyond traditional journalism, as she actively participates in discussions on social media platforms, reflecting her belief in the importance of dialogue in shaping public understanding. The recent dispute between Nana Akua and Ellen Coughlan centers on Meghan Markle's continued use of the title Duchess of Sussex, following her and Prince Harry's decision to step back from senior royal duties. This decision, announced in early 2020, marked a significant shift in the couple's roles within the British monarchy, leading to ongoing debates about the implications for their titles and public personas. Nana Akua publicly criticized Meghan's retention of the Duchess of Sussex title, questioning the appropriateness of using a royal designation while no longer performing official duties associated with the monarchy. Akua argued that relinquishing formal roles should entail forfeiting the titles linked to those responsibilities, suggesting that continued use could be perceived as leveraging royal status for personal gain. This perspective aligns with broader discussions about the balance between personal autonomy and institutional affiliation. Akua's critique reflects a sentiment among some observers that titles conferred by the monarchy carry inherent obligations and symbolism. The use of such titles outside the framework of royal duties raises questions about the evolving nature of the monarchy and its relevance in contemporary society. This debate touches on themes of tradition, modernity, and the ways in which public figures navigate their identities in relation to established institutions. In response to Nana Akua's criticism, Ellen Coughlan took to social media to offer a counter-narrative. She challenged Akua's perspective, suggesting that the critique was rooted in personal bias or envy rather than objective analysis. Coughlan defended Meghan Markle's right to use her title, emphasizing that personal decisions about identity and branding should be respected, especially when they do not infringe upon others or violate formal agreements. Coughlan's rebuttal highlighted the importance of recognizing individual autonomy in choices related to personal and professional identity. She argued that Meghan's continued use of her title does not diminish the institution of the monarchy, but rather reflects a personal connection to a significant aspect of her life. This stance underscores a more progressive view of titles as elements of personal identity rather than solely institutional markers. Furthermore, Coughlan addressed the broader implications of Akua's critique, suggesting that such public admonishments contribute to a culture of undue scrutiny, particularly towards women of color in the public eye. She called for a more empathetic and nuanced approach to public discourse, one that considers the complexities of individual experiences and the evolving nature of societal institutions. This perspective aligns with ongoing conversations about media ethics and the responsibility of journalists to foster constructive dialogue. The public's reaction to the exchange between Nana Akua and Ellen Coughlan has been deeply divided, reflecting broader societal debates about tradition, identity, and the role of the media. Supporters of Akua's viewpoint argue that royal titles are intrinsically linked to specific duties and that retaining such titles without fulfilling the corresponding responsibilities undermines the integrity of the institution. They contend that titles should not be used for personal branding when the official roles have been relinquished. On the other hand, supporters of Coughlan's stance applaud her defense of individual autonomy and her critique of what they perceive as unnecessary policing of personal choices. They argue that Meghan Markle's use of her title is a matter of personal identity and that public figures, especially women of color, often face disproportionate scrutiny. This perspective emphasizes the need for a more inclusive understanding of how traditional institutions adapt to contemporary societal values. Social media platforms have become battlegrounds for these differing opinions, with hashtags and trending topics reflecting the polarized views. Discussions have extended beyond the specifics of the title usage to encompass broader issues such as media bias, systemic racism, and the evolving role of the monarchy in modern society. This public discourse illustrates the complexities inherent in navigating tradition and change in a rapidly evolving cultural landscape. The media coverage of the Akua-Coughlan exchange has been varied, highlighting different facets of the debate and reflecting the diverse perspectives within society. Some outlets have framed the confrontation as a necessary discussion about the evolving role of the monarchy and the responsibilities associated with royal titles. They present Akua's critique as a legitimate questioning of how traditional institutions adapt to modern individual choices. Other media sources have focused on the personal dynamics between Akua and Coughlan, emphasizing the clash of opinions and the potential underlying motivations. This angle often delves into the personalities involved, sometimes at the expense of the substantive issues at hand. Such coverage can contribute to sensationalism, diverting attention from the broader societal implications of the debate. As this debate unfolds, it's a reminder of the power the media has in shaping public opinion, as well as the responsibility journalists and commentators bear in ensuring fair and thoughtful discourse. Whether one sides with Akua or Coughlan, one thing is certain: this discussion is part of a larger reckoning with how institutions, individuals, and the media interact in a rapidly changing world. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this analysis, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more in-depth discussions on trending topics. See you next time.